What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have the 2021 Ryan Truex Plan B Sales 2 Chevrolet Silverado, part of the fleet of Circle B slash Plan B sale trucks that were released in 2020 and 2021. This is one of the best looking ones in my opinion. Let's jump to it. Alrighty, folks, right out of the good old box. You know, when I got this thing out of the box, I started thinking, guys, all the Circle B slash Plan B sponsored trucks, they're almost like a starter pack for a diecast truck series. You know, a stop motion. Why? They have like 10 different unique numbers, right? They made a ton of them too, right? Because they're a diecast company. They sponsor, X, Y, and Z, the distributors. Anyways, there's like 10 different unique numbers that were sponsored by Circle B slash Plan B Sales, which they're the same thing if you don't know. One's retail, one is for dealers, basically. Anyways, I digress. There's a ton of different unique numbers, so if you wanted to get a ton of them, you could have, 25% of a truck field pretty quickly, right? You pick up a couple of NASCAR Authentics trucks. You pick up some of the new releases when they're new and they're a little bit cheaper. They're not dried up. Congratulations, you got 20 different unique number trucks. You can have a pretty nice diecast series with that. You got Camper World right there on the front windscreen. It's been a minute since I've reviewed one of these 2021 diecasts, as I've been so blessed to be able to review almost every single one of them. But I don't remember them having this gloss window. Usually they have the matte print. I'm going to show a Kimi Räikkönen diecast real quick, and you'll see what I'm talking about. How the printing has that matte finish, which is much more realistic to the actual car, and the truck all has that gloss finish on it. I like both of them, but I actually prefer the gloss finish on a standard release diecast probably. And actually, I say prefer, but I kind of like it a little bit more. And the reason why is because it's not going to flake off as much. With the dry, I call it dry printed because that's what they are. They're like stamped on there. They don't have really a clear coat. So if you scrape them, it's going to easily remove that window piece. This was a very common thing with the Racing Champions diecasts back in the 2000s. If you scratch the windows just a little bit, it would brush off the window marks. That's why like 98% of every loose Racing Champions car, the windows look kind of warped a little bit because the black trim has already came off because there was literally no clear coat protecting it. Yes, I do see it's kind of pushed in a little bit there. So surprisingly, I didn't get this diecast when it originally came out. They made a ton of trucks, so it's kind of easy to, forget one or two. And it's one of the very few times I've reviewed the 124 scale before I've reviewed the 164 scale. I've bought this truck in the 124 for donors. It's a absolutely beautiful paint scheme. White, black, and then orange. Ooh, that's a good looking truck. Got number 40 right there. Simpson Sunoco Silverado. Nice Motorsports. Go to the left side of the truck. And you could easily modify this truck and put a Craftsman banner on there. For those who don't know, and probably more, if you're a younger fan, you probably don't know all the different diecast molds and stuff. Trust me, I wasn't. When I was a kid, I didn't know any of that stuff. I couldn't tell you the difference between an EL mold diecast or a PTC mold diecast whenever I was a kid. But they use the exact same casting for every single truck diecast release. It's a unique mold, or it's a non-unique mold. It's a generic one. Same thing happened with the Cup Series in 2011 and 2012. Why that's important is that you could buy a overproduced Craftsman Truck Series diecast and swap the banner out, right? So now you have a Craftsman banner, right? And then you can put a decal for the rear name, and you can cover up the Camper World logo, X, Y, and Z. You could take this truck and kind of bring it up to speed, so to speak, and make it a Craftsman truck. Sure, it won't have the accurate front end decals and whatnot, but subtle changes like that can help a diecast series. And, I'm passionate about that stuff. I love that stuff. Got the number 40 right there. I like the font. It's kind of a bold number font. Looks good. CircleBDiecast.com. Mobile One. Mechanics were K&N. Of course, that's where I got this diecast from. They had a sale. I think it was like $5 per 164. I think it was like summertime or something, 2024. Picked it up and got a great deal on it because I didn't have it for some reason. I'm shocked. Camper World Truck Series, a whole bunch of contingencies. Now this right here kind of looks like a maybe an imperfection of the die-cast mold and then the paint kind of messed up on it. I'm not sure because the whole truck's painted white, so the front end is paint. Go to the back end of the truck at CircleBDiecast.com. You can see the rear window is a little bit pushed down. Getting these, what do you call these? The bed posts on the truck diecast, there's a little notch that sticks into the main plastic window, and getting that to line up can be very difficult. When you've built truck series diecast, you understand a lot of the mental gymnastics it takes to build and get the windows to line up correctly. Got CircleBDiecast.com, Silverado RST number 40. This is one of the most difficult decals ever. I mean, ever for any NASCAR diecast, is wrapping the truck rear bumpers. It is such a very pronounced area of the truck. It's almost impossible to wrap. I don't even know how they did that, to be honest with you. Like, that looks like a decal wrap. That doesn't look like paint. So, I don't know how they did it. Anyways, go over here to the right side of the truck. I like the angled number as well. That's a nice touch to the diecast. It's just a really good-looking truck. I mean, honestly. Go to the top of the car, or truck. You have the number 40 with the squished font. And this is so cool. I mean, look, you have the driver in the driver suit, chilling in the hot tub. Marquee, is that how you pronounce it? Hot tubs. And you have this, you know, it's probably a real photo of a real hot tub. You have the water splashing. I mean, that is such creative marketing, because some people actually do put like hot tubs in the back end of their trucks, like custom trucks and stuff. That is great marketing. That's like the UPS, we want to race the truck promo, right? That's great marketing. Then you have Nice Motorsports on the spoiler. So, if you're a diecast collector of the truck series, which at the time of this video, I have probably about 95% of every truck 164 made. Extremely blessed to have that. This is one of the more affordable options for it, and that's why I mentioned at the top of this video, there's a lot, and I mean a lot, of Plan B / Circle B diecast sponsored trucks. They made a ton of them, right? Because they're selling them at their, at CircleB.com or whatnot. So naturally, they're going to make a little bit extra so they can keep selling them. It's good advertisement. It's good for the diecast industry. There's like 10 different numbers. So you could go there, get 10 diecasts for your series or your collection or whatever, unique numbers, and you're set. It's great. Fantastic looking diecast. I'll just show another one real quick. I think I bumped my microphone. That's my bad. This is another example. This is a 2021 Brett Moffitt Plan B sales truck. Number 45, number 40, right? They've have number 44 sponsored trucks. I think number 42 sponsored trucks. Number 24. I mean, I'm looking at my diecast case right now. I'm just looking at all the different numbers they've sponsored. I mean, it's bananas how many Plan B Circle B trucks have been made. There's a ton of them that I don't even have on display right now because I don't have room for it. Yeah, number 23. Yeah, 23. They even sponsored that one as well. Crazy, crazy stuff. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Have a blessed one, everybody. Diecast Buffet signing off.